Hi, Stephanie.
It's so good to be here.
It's so good to have you with us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Here we are in beautiful Lake Geneva today. Nice fall day in October. We'll finally cool off a little bit from what we had.
It's perfect.
We're going to do this is our third series of Between the Buoys. We've done two before this, and we're so happy to have you aboard on this nice 33-foot Grady. And we'll be off on the lake, and we'll be talking about at the lake visits.
Well, I was hoping for a slightly nicer boat.
Okay. Well, we can arrange that.
This boat is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice ride. So,
Well, I'm ready.
and we'll have a great time out there. Thank you. Hi, Stephanie.
It's so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I've heard a lot about you. I understand you were a celebrity for a number of years on Wisconsin.
Discover Wisconsin.
Discover Wisconsin.
Yeah, I hosted it for 20 years.
Perfect. I've never had a celebrity on board before, but thanks for attending here today.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on an episode of Discover Wisconsin right now. In Fontana, perfect day. It's gorgeous.
Yep. I've lived here. My wife and I moved here in 1979. I'm sorry, 69.
Wow.
So we've been here for 56 years. We were started out at Majestic. We were partners there for a long time at the ski area.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
So that's how you got your name, Jerry's Majestic.
All right. Well, yes and no. I parted company with the Gruno family in '84. I started Jerry's Marine. Greg Kunis bought the business in '06 from the Gruno family, and he had it for a couple of years, and I wound up buying it from him. So I had Jerry's Marine that was up and running for 15, 18 years, maybe a little more than that, closer to 20. And Majestic had been there since 1980 as Majestic Marine as well. So I didn't want to lose the identity of either one, so we called it Jerry's Majestic Marine.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I've never been on a boat this sweet.
Yeah, we're on a Grady White. One of our boats one of our brands that we sell. So.
Do you have an installment plan?
Yes, absolutely. We have various crafts that are for us. Enough about me.
Well, hang on, Jerry, do you, when you're on this boat, feel cool and just look at little boats and kind of nod?
Well,
like, good luck.
Well, not so much. If you're a boater, we sell boats as well. And we sell little boats, big boats, everything in between. I call a boat owner, if they really like their boat, they have 2-foot itis. So they buy a 20, a couple years later they buy a 22. And a 24, and they usually, move up to whatever their wallet will handle, and wherever they have a spot to keep it. So, boat dockage on Lake Geneva is premium.
It is.
So it depends on how much dockage they got, almost on what size boat they're going to own.
Now, do you rent it all?
Right here, we have a rental operation. My son and daughter-in-law run that. My wife and I sold that to them 8 or 9 years ago. And
nice.
They rent pontoon boats and jet skis off of here.
Oh, perfect.
And then they have a 32-foot boat that they use for excursions and bachelorette parties and stuff like that. They can put about 20 people on it at a given time.
Now that I know you, how much will it cost me to rent this?
Well, it's not a rental boat.
I can tell.
Yeah.
This boat is sweet.
We have a boat similar to this that comes with a captain. That's that 33 that we have for bachelor parties and parties in general.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
because I'm a boater, but this is
okay.
Beyond my pay grade.
Yeah. Well, when you get ready to make it, you let us know. We'll accommodate you however. So.
All right. You guys heard that.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and your role as president and CEO of Visit Lake Geneva.
Sure. Well, I'll start with just a little bit about my background.
Okay.
I was raised not far from here in Beloit.
Okay.
And I am the only girl with 9 brothers.
Okay.
So shout out to Jeff, Fred, Terrell, Kyle, Jaron, John, Jarek, Matt, and Benji.
Were you the caboose?
No, there was one 7 years after me when my mom was in her 40s.
Okay.
Oh, and he is spoiled rotten. But my folks were married 65 years.
All right.
My dad was an Army guy and a self-made guy.
Okay.
So he believed a lot in giving back. He was a quiet giver and just a doer.
Okay.
He has a West Point background, so he was true military. So I went to Beloit College. I was Miss Beloit, Miss Wisconsin, and then I competed in Miss America and then played jazz trumpet.
Okay.
Yeah, and won the Talent Award. And Sandra Bullock, sorry, Miss Congeniality right here. And so when I was at Miss America, a guy named Dick Rose, who created a show called Discover Wisconsin, his son, who I went to college with, saw me on the stage at Miss America, called his dad and said, "You got to get her to host the show." So for 20 years, I logged 1 million miles, filmed in all 72 counties, took over the radio show and the press department too, and just had an absolute blast.
Okay.
I was nicknamed the Susan Lucci of Wisconsin because it took me 17 years to finally win an Emmy Award for hosting.
Okay.
And I was having a great time, and then Governor Walker called me on a Thursday, asked if I would be as Secretary of Wisconsin Tourism. I said yes, because it's hard to say no to a governor. He announced it on Friday, and I started on Monday.
Wow.
So I did that for 8 years, and then when the governor's finished, you're finished. And literally the day after I finished, the job opening for Visit Lake Geneva opened, and the rest is history. But Visit Lake Geneva, our job is to market and promote Lake Geneva and the whole region to the world.
Okay.
And we're also a chamber of commerce with 550 partners, and they work together just to make business easier and the world a little better place.
Well, yeah, that's great. We, we've noticed the increase here in the last few years on tourism and in general. So yeah, it's good to have somebody of your caliber in our little town.
Well, thank you for saying that. And I have a wonderful team. I'm big. You're only as good as your weakest team member, and I have a great team.
Sure.
But also assembled a good team. We brought in Donald Driver, who I'd worked with at the Department of Tourism.
Okay.
I didn't even have to reach out to him. One day on LinkedIn, he said, "I see you're in Lake Geneva. When are we getting the band back together?" And so we brought him and filmed a summer commercial last year that actually got an Emmy nomination for Best Commercial Spot.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. So tell me a little bit about what does it really play a role in our community?
Sure.
But I realize it's an attraction of tourism, and with celebrities and that kind of stuff that helps. But we also have a lot of industry in town.
We do.
And we also have a lot of ag in town.
We do.
That's kind of probably the backbone of our economic driver, along with our tourism. But it's a big part of it as well.
Yes. And so we have a lot of partners in the agricultural world. And it's interesting because we have attorneys, and we have cleaning businesses, and we have realtors, and really everything is connected. And in tourism, when I was filming in Hayward, I learned from their CEO of their hospital that they built an entire wing of the hospital due to tourism accidents.
Okay.
Now, we don't want that here, but the whole point is a rising tide lifts all boats.
Sure.
And so everyone is welcome to join Visit Lake Geneva.
Okay.
And so we have partners in Delavan and Geneva and Lyons and Lynn and Fontana, through Milwaukee, the Chicago area. And what I love is we do monthly partner meetings. And so it's really not about tourism at these meetings. It's about cybersecurity. It's about, we're having road construction. How are we going to divert? How is it going to look to work with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation? And so there's a lot of networking opportunities. So our partners get to know each other, and then they start to work together and use each other's services. So I've been here for 7 years, and watching this happen has been a joy.
Okay.
So when we started, we had about 200 partners.
Okay.
And now they're about 550.
Well, good. Good to hear. Good to hear. We've been a chamber member for 40 plus years.
You have.
And we've attended a couple of the meetings, but it was never. I never thought we got much out of it at the time. But
And you probably didn't.
And we probably didn't. But it's a whole nother story now from what I'm learning from you.
It is, and it really is about infusing energy and connections. Okay. And if you have those two things, you have a winning team.
Sure.
And how can your business best be served? And if it's like a gym membership, you get out of it what you put into it. Sure. But also, if you're a member now, we have a website that over 2 million people use.
Okay.
When I began 7 years ago, it was a couple 100,000.
Sure.
And so we're just growing the visibility of Lake Geneva. And again, not just in tourism. And we're making it really an international destination as well.
Okay.
Business, whether it's, tourism or, a plumber.
Yeah.
The more people that are coming here, the better.
Sure.
And so this year alone, we had Brazil's top social media influencers here. They have a reach of over 5 million people in the largest country in South America.
Okay.
We brought in tour and travel agents from Austria and Germany to get the Visit Lake Geneva region on their tourism docket.
Okay.
And so we're really trying to extend, there isn't a place I won't market. So if you go to Chicago right now, you'll see Visit Lake Geneva and pictures of our area, whether it's Yerkes Observatory or the lake itself. You'll see them on lifts, on Ubers. You'll see it at the subway platform stations. You'll see it on buses. I'll buy anything, and Chicago will sell anything. So I love it.
Good. Well, that's the majority of our business, and our boat business comes from Chicagoland area, the northern suburbs and stuff like that.
Yes. And we're called the Hamptons of Chicago.
Yeah, well, for good reason.
It's true.
For good reason. So let's talk a little bit about Winterfest. That's coming up
Sure.
in February. So tell me what can we look forward to? What's going to happen in February 26th?
Okay, so Winterfest, and it's called America's Snow Sculpting Invitational.
Okay.
We actually changed the name a couple years ago because we always have great snow sculptors. They're state champions, but we wanted again to get the world involved.
Okay.
So we made it an invitational where you have to apply.
Okay.
So coming up in 2026, and it's a little earlier this year, so it's the last part of January, we just had the world championship team from Mexico. They started in sand sculpting, apply to be here. We had a team from Germany for the first time apply to compete. We had a team from Canada apply to compete. So we're taking the caliber of the competition from national to world. We're also activating Riviera Beach a lot more.
Okay.
So there are s'mores on the beach. We have fire performers on the beach, and they're awesome. They're hula hooping fire and twirling fire and eating fire. We're activating our kids area downtown a lot more. You give kids in the summer a pile of dirt or in the winter a pile of snow, and they are happy.
Absolutely.
They are. And
Yeah.
so we're activating that, and the Grand Geneva is helping us by adding more snow. So you're going to have these sculptures in Flatiron Park, but on the inside, you're going to have this great kids area.
Good.
We also do an ice sculpture walk. So there are about 40 ice sculptures. So, you're downtown by the water for the snow sculptors, but we want to get people around the area.
Sure.
So around the whole city, including like street by street on the downtown, you'll have these ice sculptures, and they're the perfect Instagrammable moment. So a lot of people make it their mission to have their picture in front of every single ice sculpture.
Okay. Are they going to have a competition on that as well?
That we don't do a competition on, but I'd like that idea.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So even if the public voted,
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and I was going to tell you, for the winter snow sculptures, we do a People's Choice Award.
Okay.
And I love that because thousands of people vote. And of course, it's also online. So we get votes in from around the planet.
Wonderful. That's well. That's always a kind of a slow time of the year for us as well. It isn't the summer season, but yet
It's a party.
It is. So looking, into our future here, or your future, or the chamber's future, what do you got on the horizon? What's new and exciting that you're going to try to implement?
Oh, there's always something. You got to hold me back. So next week we will be debuting our new fall commercial with Donald Driver and our new winter commercial.
Okay.
So again, we're buying more airtime and going into new markets like St. Louis and Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're also really working on, we know Chicago's our #1 destination. So we give them a lot of love, and we have a great relationship that's growing every year with WGN Radio.
Okay.
In fact, about a month ago, I ended up interviewing John Williams, who's a big host on WGN, because we invited him and his wife to spend the weekend here. So I went on the air and interviewed him about his experience, and he was blown away.
Okay.
And in a couple weeks, he's going to experience fall here, and I'll go back and do an interview on their station with him.
Okay.
So that's fun. So we're really big into the social media world, obviously. So it's all about the kind of material and content that you create. And we have a rock star for our social media. Her name is Caroline Carbonara, and she is the bomb when it comes to, she's sitting on the boat up front, and she cracks me up because she's very shy, but she's also got the most unique view on this area and how to put unique content together. And then we want to continue business to business with our chamber partners, non-tourism related, to make sure they're working with each other.
Sure.
They're growing their businesses. So it's just, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, it was great to have the opportunity to talk to you and have you explain to me and the rest of the world on what your goals are and what you do and all of that. So it was absolutely an honor to have a person of your caliber be part of our organization in Lake Geneva and have you on the boat with me today.
Well, I feel the same way about you and the tremendous work you do. And they did tell me if I did this interview, I'd get this boat. So God love you, my friend. God love you.
Well, I'll tell you, you got to sign for it. I'll make it real easy for you. You hold the pen and I'll move the paper around. How's that sound?
I think I'm just like $700,000 short. But if you can dream it.
Okay, well, someday you'll. Okay, well, thanks much.
Thank you.
You bet.